today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, guys, that's it. That is the message of this year. What I have to tell you today is completely crazy. So the first part of the video, I'm gonna focus on my multi-million-dollar trade, my prediction for Bitcoin in the immediate short term. Certainly something to listen to, quite important and quite surprising what I have to drop here. But the second part of the video is the star of the show. The second part of the video is the part where I'm gonna pull up one specific chart which is just completely going to blow your mind. Hold on for the second part of that video. This is something I wanna really urge you to do. Ladies and gentlemen, dear Bitcoiners, dear cryptocurrency believers, if you joined today, thank you so much. Like, share, comment down below. Make noise to just like show YouTube to freaking publish this video and like shoot it out to the mainstream, because we all know YouTube doesn't like in the most valuable times to watch these videos to promote them. But when we're at an all-time high, we are all getting 200,000-300,000 views. So please help me on that mission. Let's get more people into the Bitcoin boat. And let's talk now about Bitcoin. First part of the video now. Hold on for the second part. First part of the video, ladies and gentlemen, we are here talking about the 3-day candles for Bitcoin. And yes, I am still remaining bullish as before. I told you I am staying in my multi-million-dollar trade, which I'm going to show you just in a second, because we have a low for Bitcoin. This is the 3-daily, but same on the weekly. We have a higher low, we have another higher low, another higher low, and then we have a high for Bitcoin. We have another higher high and another higher high. This is a clear uptrend for Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin is losing steam, it's still a clear uptrend for Bitcoin. As long as Bitcoin is not breaking the previous low for Bitcoin somewhere at 24,650 US dollars, as long as this is not happening, I'm staying in my trade. As long as this is not happening, I'm staying bullish midterm for Bitcoin, because we are in a weekly uptrend. And the moment we are breaking 32,100 on the weekly, decisively, with significant volume, is in fact the moment I am even going to scale up my trade. Yes, breaking support, taking chips from the table, breaking resistance, scaling up my trade as I mentioned yesterday. Hold on for the second part of the video. This trade here, 2.8 million US dollars in a profit. In this trade, not in a profit, 790,000 US dollars approximately. This trade is still open. I am sticking to my strategy every single time. People are asking me, how are you catching the bottom? How are you staying in these trades despite all of these fluctuations? I have a set game plan and I stick to that. And this is what the Crypto family is doing. And this is what I try to tell you here in that specific video. Now let's go over to the next part. You know my support level, you know my resistance level, you know my plan A, you know my plan B. But what the heck was Chris talking about in the intro of that video? What is happening in the second part of that video, which is going to blow my mind? I'm gonna reveal that right now. And today this is the Raffles district here, right? It's the financial district of Singapore. We have the Marina Bay Sands over there, and I'm living in the Tower 1 here, which is very beautiful. I'm very happy and grateful about that. I just talked about it earlier because like 10 years ago approximately, when I was here with my university class, I went there to the viewing platform. It was my craziest dream. I was shivering. I was like, wow, one day I want to stay here. And then I went back to my hostel with a shared room. I was just thinking and visualizing myself living in this beautiful building. Now, of course, this reality is unfolding. I'm very grateful for that. But back to the topic. This is the financial district, right? I was getting a little bit off topic here. And Julian Hosp, a dear friend of mine, someone who inspired me back in the days. He's pretty famous in Germany and also very well known in the crypto space internationally. He inspired me to make a YouTube channel, and I was a moderator of his Facebook group back in the days. Well, I went there today. We made a 70-minute podcast on his channel. And not only that he was dropping crazy bombs, which I will talk about tomorrow on this channel, that Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin. He was saying that the main drivers, listen closely to the words I'm saying, behind the Bitcoin price actually are right now. And this is like the main drivers, there is not much else in accordance to him, is an ETF, spot ETF being approved, and the simple fact that there's money to be printed, right? The M2 money supply expansion. And actually, at this point, at least for the short and mid run, I really approve this opinion, because I think he's correct. Let me quickly go here into this chart, because what you can see here, but hold on guys, I have a very important message to share with you. One point where I a little bit disagreed with him. In the end, we came to a consensus. Here you can see the Bitcoin price in US dollar. That's the orange line. You all know it. This is the last 13 years. This is the Bitcoin cycles from the beginning until today. The blue bars are representing the M2 money supply expansion. The M2 money supply growth by the Federal Reserve, by the European Central Bank, right? I mean, by the three biggest central banks in the world. So now that's interesting, because what we can see here, call it coincidence or not, is an almost perfect correlation between money supply expansion, that's the bars going towards the upside, I want to say it very easily, and the bull markets, and the monetary supply contraction or negative growth, which are the bars towards the downside, and a bear market. And that speaks a very clear language. It in fact tells us that Bitcoin needs the European Central Bank, needs the Federal Reserve money printer to go on for the bull market to happen. And here's where I say yes and no, because this is something very important to understand. Yes, to a certain degree, this is what it needs. This is the fuel behind it. But if you are actually discounting and you are looking at the actual percentage growth of the monetary supply and the percentage growth of the Bitcoin price, then you can see, if you adjust that, we have a growth, a price growth far beyond that. Of course, this is a catalyst behind. This helps the price to grow. This helps the bear market to suffocate people even a little bit more. Yes, that's true. But what we have to understand is that the inherent value behind Bitcoin is not the price, it's not the money supply propping up, it's the system in it of itself. The simple fact, and this is something which I threw in that podcast today, the simple fact that money is being printed basically almost all the time. And I'm not only talking about the Argentinian peso, about the Turkish lira, about the euro, the pound. I'm talking even about the US dollar, every single currency in the world, which is pegged to a Keynesian economics. And that's everything. Everything. Maybe besides North Korea. This gives Bitcoin value. And this is something you have to understand. The value behind Bitcoin is our distrust in the current system. The value behind Bitcoin is this fraudulent system where the monetary supply is constantly being pushed higher to redistribute wealth from the lower class to the middle class to the rich. And this is why we are in Bitcoin. This is the primary reason why I'm in Bitcoin. Yes, I am trading Bitcoin. Yes, I want the price to go higher. But in the end of the day, that's not why I joined Bitcoin. That's not why I value Bitcoin. Long term, I want my purchasing power to be secured. I want this as a safe haven to escape the current system. And this is what gives Bitcoin value. Because, dear ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at a correlation chart which puts the inflation of a specific country in relation with the adoption rate, the number of people being exposed to crypto and Bitcoin, then that is the real correlation, not this M2 monetary supply chart. And this is my message for today. See the long-term value of Bitcoin, dear ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. And if you found value of this, I know it's longer than my videos usually. I know it's a little bit different than my videos usually. But I really wanted to make sure that you understand why we should be exposed to Bitcoin. And if you appreciate that, please like, share, and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We are going to see each other very soon. At the next one of I'm on Crypto, as always, guys, as always. Bye bye.